Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing great and staying safe in this period. Like guys, we all know what is going on in the country right now, and I hope you guys are staying safe wherever you are. Okay, so in today's video I'll be talking about the things I don't like about UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, wherever in the UAE as a whole. What I don't like, or what people don't tell you about staying in the UAE. Okay, so that's what we'll be talking about in this video. And if you're seeing me for the first time, hey, hi guys, how you guys doing? My name is Victoria and I am filming from Lagos State, Nigeria. So do well to subscribe. If you are seeing me for the first time, do well to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And to my returning OGs, thank you for always coming by. Thank you for always stopping by and supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting me, guys. Without you guys, I can't be here, you know. Thank you. So let's jump right into today's video. Okay, so the first thing I'll be saying is you need VPN to make voice call, video calls, like your WhatsApp call. This is one thing I really struggled about when I first got to the UAE. I tried so many video apps, I couldn't get through to do video call or voice call. Like, it was a struggle for me. Even when you download VPN, some VPN wouldn't work, you know. Yeah, some VPN will not even work for you. Like, you have to keep downloading different type of VPN before you can even do the video call, and the call will not even be smooth. But they have like their own app where you can subscribe to make video call. That's like another expense apart from your subscription. Maybe if you are buying data, or if the house you are staying has internet, you can't call on that internet. You have to subscribe, like buying, like you are buying another data, so you have to subscribe to that app so that you'll be able to do video call. That is one thing I don't like. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is the weather. This one, guys, I've said it so many times in this channel. On this channel, the weather is too extreme. Whether it's the cold weather or the hot season, it's very extreme, like very extreme. You can't walk, like saying, yeah, I want to take a walk. Where are you taking a walk to? Sit down in your house. You can't take a walk under their weather or do anything outside your house. It's usually very hot, and compared to Nigerian weather, where you can take a walk, do everything you want to do outside your house, it will be convenient. But in Dubai, it is not convenient at all. At all, it is not convenient. Even like in the evenings, where everywhere is supposed to be cool, like in Nigeria, in the evenings when the sun is down, you can stay out of your house to relax or take the cool breeze. But in the UAE, it's not like that. In the evening, it's usually still hot. Like, you will still feel the hotness, so you just have to stay inside your house. Yeah, that's it. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is weekends. Normally, weekend is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? But that is not it in the UAE. The weekend for the UAE starts Friday and Saturday. And this weekend is not even for everybody, unless you work in a government settings like the school or whatever. Then you have Friday and Saturday to yourself. But if you work in like a private owned company, sometimes your weekend does not even fall on those 2 days. You have just 1 day off from Sunday to whatever. You just only have 1 day off. But if you're working in the school or in a government setting, you have Friday and Saturday. And Fridays are when you go to pray, you go to your church, you go to your mosques, anywhere you want to go, you go on Friday. And Saturday is just normal resting day for people that don't go to work, or if you are not off on that day, you go to work, and Sunday is like the start of the week where we know that Sunday is for going to church in other most places, but in the UAE now, Sunday is the start of the week. You go to school on Sunday, you go to work on Sunday, yeah, unless maybe your off day falls on Sunday. Aside that you're going to work on Sunday. Okay. So keep that in mind if you are planning to go to the UAE or whatever. So let's go to the next one. The next one is rent or accommodation, and this one I'm talking about it in regard of my own country, Nigeria. Compared to Nigeria, their accommodation, their rent is expensive, and nobody is going to tell you this. Yeah, because if like maybe you are going to the UAE to get a job, I'm not saying now that you are going to enjoy yourself or you are going there to um rent an hotel. You are going there on the base that, okay, I want to go and get a job, I want to start living um in the UAE, and you don't even have too much money to spend on hotel and everything. If you want to take, you can't even rent a room to yourself. How much are you, like, unless you have the money, because to rent a room in the UAE, at least you need to have like 1,000 dirhams, and that's like 100k plus in Nigeria, if you want to rent a room to yourself. And renting a room to yourself is not even like you have your own toilet and bedroom to yourself, or you have your kitchen to yourself. No, you have to share kitchen with your flatmates, you have to share toilet and bedroom with your flatmates. And if you have a room that has toilet and bedroom, like, you know how much you'll be paying extra money, right? But they now did it in a sense that you'll be sharing a room with, like, depending on the owner of the room, you can be sharing a room with like 4 people, 6 people, 8 people, depending. So they fix bunks into the rooms. There can be 3 or 4 bunks there, or whichever arrangement they do the room. Then if you are taking the down bunk, like we know now, like in what do they call it now, like boarding schools where there is bunk, like, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. If you are taking the down bunk of in the room, you have to pay like 500 dirhams, 600 dirhams, which is approximately to like 50k in Nigeria, or 55k to Nigerian currency. It's so expensive, and you have to deal with different kind of people in the room, different kind of personality, and no privacy. So it is expensive, unlike Nigeria, where I can rent a boys quarter and be living my life. Nobody is coming to disturb me. I have my life to live and enjoy myself. That's one thing. Like, if I have a picture, I would have shown you guys on this video, but I don't have any picture. But if I can get one, I would surely insert it in this video. But if not, we move. So let's go to the next point. The next point is Ramadan is inconvenient. Like, guys, yes, we know that there is free, you can do, if you're a Christian, you can do your thing, if you're a Muslim, do your thing. Yeah, but during Ramadan, you are not allowed to eat publicly. Like, I think maybe they assume everybody is Muslim, so you have to follow the procedure of Ramadan. So you are not allowed to eat publicly. Whatever you want to eat, you have to hide and eat it, whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian or whatever you do. You don't have to eat public unless you will be arrested for eating public, because it's Ramadan. You have to eat, you can only eat in public after they've broken their fast. That is 7 p.m. when they break their fast. You cannot take water on the road, you cannot go to buy tea, nothing. Even most people safe during that time, they don't open on time, or they change the time they open during Ramadan. So that's one thing that pisses me off. I don't like it. Yeah. The next one is they don't tolerate rule breakers. This one is just a no-brainer. when you are entering the bus, you have to use your bus card. When you are you should obey the traffic rules. No, once once they catch you, no, you're gonna be penalized for that. Yes, sometimes you scale through without being caught, but once you're caught, you're gonna be penalized. You're gonna pay for breaking the rules. Yeah. The next thing I'll be talking about is employees are treated as slaves. Yeah, you heard me right. Employees are treated like slaves. Do we want to talk about maybe you come into the country through a tourist visa, thinking, okay, I want to get a job, then when I get a job, this company will do a working visa for me. If you don't get a job, maybe you come through a tourist visa and you don't get a job in your 3 months of tourist, you have to go back to keep doing visa change. You keep doing visa change, and I think there's a minimum of time you can do a visa change. If not, you have to go back to your country. But if you got employed by a company, and the company, they did your visa for 2 years or 3 years depending on the company, then you sign a contract with them that you have to work with them for 2 years or 3 years that they are doing your visa, like you are entitled to them for that 2 years. You are not going anywhere. You are going to work for them for 2 years. And if you break that contract, some people they don't react to it. Some companies don't react, but some companies, they go help you drag them. You see that they now give you a work ban or something, or you have to go back to your country, something like that. But you are entitled to work with them for 2 years. And when you overstay, like maybe on the job, you can get sacked anytime, and when they sack you, you have to come back to be a tourist visa, or if you are lucky to get a job immediately, because once you are sacked, you have just like 1 month to change your visa or get another job. If you do not get job within that 1 month, then you start having overstay. You have to, the first day of overstay is like 200 dirhams or so, and that is like 20k plus in Nigerian currency, and the other days is like 25 dirhams or 50 dirhams. You have to keep paying, and if you don't get a job, you have to pay for accommodation definitely, or you leave the country, and without paying those money, you will be sent back. You're gonna miss your flight. If you have booked for your flight, you won't be allowed to go. You won't be allowed to travel without paying for your overstays. The next thing I will be talking about is employees are treated as slaves. Yeah, you heard me right. Employees are treated like slaves. Do we want to talk about maybe you come into the country through a tourist visa, thinking, okay, I want to get a job, then when I get a job, this company will do a working visa for me. If you don't get a job, maybe you come through a tourist visa and you don't get a job in your 3 months of tourist, you have to go back to keep doing visa change. You keep doing visa change, and I think there's a minimum of time you can do a visa change. If not, you have to go back to your country. But if you got employed by a company, and the company, they did your visa for 2 years or 3 years depending on the company, then you sign a contract with them that you have to work with them for 2 years or 3 years that they are doing your visa, like you are entitled to them for that 2 years. You are not going anywhere. You are going to work for them for 2 years. And if you break that contract, some people they don't react to it. Some companies don't react, but some companies, they go help you drag them. You see that they now give you a work ban or something, or you have to go back to your country, something like that. But you are entitled to work with them for 2 years. And when you overstay, like maybe on the job, you can get sacked anytime, and when they sack you, you have to come back to be a tourist visa, or if you are lucky to get a job immediately, because once you are sacked, you have just like 1 month to change your visa or get another job. If you do not get job within that 1 month, then you start having overstay. You have to, the first day of overstay is like 200 dirhams or so, and that is like 20k plus in Nigerian currency, and the other days is like 25 dirhams or 50 dirhams. You have to keep paying, and if you don't get a job, you have to pay for accommodation definitely, or you leave the country, and without paying those money, you will be sent back. You're gonna miss your flight. If you have booked for your flight, you won't be allowed to go. You won't be allowed to travel without paying for your overstays. The next point is corporate racism. Oh my god, corporate racism. Racism is real in the UAE, very very real in the UAE, and this racism is so particular to Africans. I don't know why, because I am black you have to think of me less or something. I don't understand. In the UAE, it's very difficult for Africans to get a job, and it's not as if you are not good enough or something. I don't know why they just discriminate Africans because of your color, and they will refuse to give you job because it's not like you are not qualified. Most times we are qualified for this job, but they prefer not to give Africans, or because you have a black color. So if you're going to Dubai, just keep that in mind, that getting job is kind of difficult. And I'm not saying that in regarding of anything, our destinies are different obviously, and our grace is definitely different. So what happens to me might be different to what happened to you. So but I just want you to keep that in mind, that at some point it will be difficult for you to get a job, and it's not like you are not good enough, or it's not like it's because of your personality, or it's because you cannot communicate, or you don't know how to express yourself. It's not because of that at all. It's just because you are African and because you are black. That is it. The level of discrimination is just so alarming. Even when you are getting a job, let's assume now that maybe I am a managing director, and I am from Indian, or I am from the Philippines, and normally the salary rate for a managing director is supposed to be 5,000 dirhams. That is like 500k plus in Nigerian currency. And because I am an African, they will not pay you that 5,000 dirhams. So just because you are an African, just because you are black, no, you are not going to be paid that amount. They will choose to pay a Filipino or an Indian or anybody else that is not black that amount than to give you. They are gonna shut that money. You know, they won't pay you that amount. They will reduce the money because just I am an African. Why? Why? I don't know. And some nationalities, they think they are kind of superior than you because you are an African, because they give them more opportunities to them than you, that you come from Nigeria or you're an African. They feel that the country is theirs, or I don't even know how these people how these people just do. Even around them, they feel like they start to cover their nose as if you're smelling or something. I don't know. You that you have dressed, you bathed up, dressed, spray perfume, like feeling fly, you're feeling yourself, and to just enter bus station or enter the bus, sit close to them, and they start covering their nose as if you are stinking. Like, I don't get why. I don't get this. And this happen most with the Filipinos, or they call them Kabayans or something. They are the ones that do this so much. I am not saying this to like condemn them or call them out or something. This is something that I have experienced personally, and most of my friends have experienced this also. Even when they, oh my god, even when you want to enter a lift together and they see that most of you guys are Africans, they won't enter with you. They either say that you should close the lift and go, or they will try to find a way of not entering the lift with you guys. Like, I don't understand this. I don't understand why this, like, it's so I don't know what word to use right now. I don't know what to use. And all these things happening, the owners of the country, they don't behave in this manner. They don't at all. They don't at all. They are, I think they are even more accommodating than these people, that they come the same way you came to the country. That is how they came to what they feel. They are feeling like they are the owner of the country. But anyways, we move. What to do? And the last thing I'll be talking about in this video is giving birth in the UAE is expensive. Yeah, very expensive. And even after paying all those money, you end up not the child end up coming, I mean, the child end up carrying your country, or becoming the child is not going to become their citizen. Like, you just pay that money and that is it. Most people pay, like, they travel to the US, to other places, to like give birth so that their children become the citizen of that country. But in the UAE, it's not like that. Yeah, it's not like that. You give birth and your child your remain a citizen from your own country, and not from where you gave birth to a child. No matter how much years you stay in the UAE, you can't become their citizen, unlike other places that maybe when you stay for certain year, you become their residents or something. And in the UAE, you are not even giving, like I said, you are not giving a permanent residence, so that will not even enable you to like do multiple jobs like it is done in other countries, where like in the US, when you are a permanent resident, you can do 5 jobs, you can do some side also. But in the UAE, it's not like that. That's why I said employees treat you like slave, like you are entitled to them. You have to work 12 hours, 10 hours with them. You like, it's like talking to yourself is talking about it is draining. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section what you don't like about where you are, or is there anything that you feel is not right about where you are staying right now. Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.